It's your boy Mike. Welcome back to another Dragon Ball Gekishin Squadra video. So, if you guys do not already know, the new skins for Goku and Piccolo, the Project Multi skins, are going to only be summonable. And I saw this tweet, and let's go ahead and just read it for a second. I'm going to be very honest. I have never been more furious at any of these Dragon Ball game streams, whether it be Dokkan, Dragon Ball Legends, or etc. Then I was seeing this on my screen. I've wanted these beta skins since day one, just for them to come out 10 months later and be gacha only. I'm already not someone who plays the game a lot. My playtime is almost entirely because of how much of a fan of Dragon Ball that I am. I just hop on to just have fun here and there. But shit like this gives me another reason to just let the game go. And I thought this was a really good tweet. I liked it, I retweeted it, and then I was like, why don't we just have the person join us themselves? So, hi Taco.
Hello, it's me, I'm Taco. I'm still very irritated about this news, I won't lie.
Yeah, because like, I think the Xenoverse skins, as much as I did not like that they were summonable, I think that there at least is a little bit of an argument for them, considering that they were collaboration skins. And if we're looking at Ultra Super Villain Vegeta's skin having the aura and having the little extra effect more than usual, I think that it makes it worth that in that regard. I'm not defending it. I'm just saying that like the effects on it is an argument that I could like understand for them being summonable. This, however, nothing. I pulled up a couple of tweets and we'll look at later, but like I cannot defend this at all. There is no argument that I can think of that I'm just like, yeah, no, I can kind of see it. I disagree with everything.
Literally, the one thing I'm gonna give it is that, again, it does seem like they will have like unique animations because of their skins. Like in the Squadra talk, they showed the intros of them driving in. That's probably going to be the tie-in to make these skins premium. Like I can get that much, and that is it. Like I am very, yeah, you get it.
Yeah, I also agree as well. Like I think that the intros do look really cool, and I do think that they definitely put a little bit more effort into making those intros than usual, especially because it's a tie-in with the skin. It's kind of the same thing like how we saw with the finisher effects for Trunks and Vegeta, for example. But I don't know, man. Let's go ahead and look at some of the comments on this post though. These gacha skins actually need to stop. This is such a terrible way to kill enjoyment for the game. Honestly, at this point, I don't even know if them returning in the shop is a good idea. Not after baiting people with wasting money like that. This is a sort of a weird situation, and one we'll just have to kind of take with time, I guess. Because unlike the Xenoverse skins, there's nothing in here that specifically says these are limited skins. These are something that will not be back in whatever amount of time and things like that, or these skins will not be like returning in the shop, or like any sort of information we could have on them. Obviously we don't have, so who knows, maybe like these skins could be added to the next banner after that, after the summer banner is gone. Like when the next character comes out, they have the skins on top of that. We don't really know. But even if they did, they probably would have like a worse rate. They got like a 0.01% chance of you pulling them.
Yeah, we're gonna have a skin exclusive rate, 1%.
Yeah, exactly.
Over half the rate will be the new skins, and then we'll just have a pool of a whole bunch of crap. Or like maybe, I guess maybe another idea is like 3 or 4 months down the line, they just get sold in like a gem bundle, or maybe like next year if they do another summer festival banner, they'll just put up a gem bundle. It's like, oh, I don't know, 1,000 gems, you get one or both of the skins. Just spitballing here.
They hate their players uninstalled. I can't really disagree with some of the well, just the things that have been happening recently. Genuinely no excuse for this. They're spitting in our faces. Totally agreed word for word, just making skin exclusive intros and summonable and make skins buyable with gems plus EX tokens. Like it still brings money. And that's entirely true. Like at the end of the day, let's say that these were part of the EX tokens. I would argue that if anything, that's gonna cause people to spend possibly a little bit more money if they're like a casual player. Because like, for example, how many EX tokens do you have and how many have you like probably spent?
I could tell you, I've got 2,300 right now. I've bought the Sparking Black skin for Frieza, and Super Saiyan 3 Goku's Infinite. That's it. I've gotten 4,300 total.
Right. So let's say that you bought the Xenoverse ones, right? Let's pretend that we're in like heaven right now and they made all of these skins like how they should have. If you got those skins, you wouldn't even have enough to buy these new ones with the EX tokens. So you would have to have spent an additional 1,700 tokens that you just don't have and that you would have to continuously summon in order to get. Granted, they obviously would be something you could get over time, but if it's a skin that you are wanting to chase after or wanting to use more than usual, you're probably going to chase at least a little bit more than usual on some of these banners that you might not really care about because you want to get those EX tokens, you want to get this, you want to get that, right? Like,
sure, yeah.
If they drop these skins inside of the EX shop and let's say they added do you remember when they did the banner where it was like 2 times rates for legendaries, where it was like 10% chance?
The rerun banner, yeah.
Right. When they do rerun banners, now you could be more tempted and more like incentivized to summon on those, knowing that you can get EX tokens more often. So there is other avenues that they could have done rather than just be like, oh no, you're gonna just have to summon them like twice in a row with the worst rates known to gacha kind. Like I don't know.
Yeah. If the banner was 10% and they had that like combined 0.5 rate, it'd definitely be a lot softer of a blow, I would say. I'm not sure if it's perfect. Obviously, it's not perfect. I'd rather just buy the skin, but you know.
And that's the thing too, and not really one that I've seen a lot of other people really talk about either, is that like if they want to make it where like they're trying to earn more money and they still want to have like, I guess, some sort of goodwill with players, I would have been fine with them just increasing the amount of like gems that some of these skins cost if they were like needing more money because of that, right? Like for the Xenoverse skins, for example, if they charged 2 times the price because of the fact that it's collaboration skins, I would have been like, yeah, that's fine. If they are charging, let's say 500 or not 500, let's say like 600 gems for these skins, I'd be like, yeah, that's completely fine. I don't really mind. But to just like be like, no, you're gonna have to summon for it, like, bro, we're spending 350 for like 99% chance that you just get nothing, or
hey,
not the thing you want.
Before multis though.
Oh, you saved it. Never mind. Video's over.
I will say, and I'm sure a lot of people will agree with me on this. Out of all of the problems the skin banners have, I actually think getting a free multi after doing 4 is a great idea, and every banner should have that. Thumbs up.
For sure. Yeah. I hope that when Beerus drops, they do stuff like that. I don't think they will because I feel like they would have mentioned it, but having it where it's like, oh yeah, buy 4 get 1 free. And we see it in a lot of other gachas as well. Dragon Ball Legends has the 3+1. During the bigger celebrations for Dokkan, we have the 3+1, or if they are doing like a monthly banner, it's sometimes like the every third multi is like a featured thing. That also would have been kind of cool for Gekishin as well. I would have been fine with either system. They're just doing the 4 multis gives you a free multi. You know, it is what it is. But let's go ahead and keep reading some of these comments. I think the variant versions of the skin, Rage and Infinity, and whatever exclusive finisher or something could stay summonable, give EX tokens being a thing, that's fine, but the base skin needs to be purchasable like any other skin. Gacha shouldn't be attached to those. I would also have been fine with that too if they specifically wanted it where like the infinity or the infinite skins were like, because Rage are almost always in just like the season pass, right? If the infinite skins were specifically summonable, that would also have been fine too, because then it gives you like another avenue for getting these skins that would like, again, just be the best of both worlds. If you want the infinite skin, then you got to summon for it. If you, and they can get the money from that. But if you are fine with the like original look of the skin, you don't really care about the animation or the like the decal, I guess that you could say, of it, then you know, just getting the regular skin will be fine too.
I miss you every day, Sierra missed Goku.
So she has to go. It's always that guy. There have been a lot of examples that people have pointed out of like second anniversary tickets having to be summoned the day of, like you couldn't like stockpile them. The like single summon was something you had to do. People obviously point and look at how Legends was, even though I feel like the beginning of Legends and like the overall feel of Legends was never really like too bad. I think the one and only case that I've like seen where it was like, whoa, that was really scummy for no reason, was back when like Beerus dropped, and then his only way of being obtainable was from a ticket summon that you got after doing a certain amount of and then eventually they were like, okay, no, sorry, we're just gonna add him to the banner. But like that's kind of like one of the only big ones that I could agree and be like, whoa, that's pretty fucked up.
I will say one thing that kind of annoys me, like, I think we need to chill on Toshi specifically a little bit, because I think people forget that there is an entire team of people making these decisions. It's just Toshi's just the face we know because he's the one that comes out and gives us the information. You know what I mean? Like, well, like there is a whole team of people. Like, I don't even see, like, it's always Toshi. Like, Yu's always been there, respectfully, and now we have Ken as well. Like, obviously, no disrespect to them, but again, it's people always laser focus Toshi because he's the like recognizable guy because he's been on all three of these games. Right. But there is again an entire team of people making these decisions, and it's not just him. Yeah. Like I think if we're wanting to talk about something like the game state and things like that, I think it's entirely fine to blame Toshi. Toshi has been asked questions about things, not to get like off topic, but Toshi has been asked questions about like divine draws and some characters on divine draws being like abusable, and then he's like, oh yeah, no, we've seen them, like we just want you to use them. And it's like, what the fuck, you want people to specifically use Super Saiyan Goku and Kid Gohan every single match that there's hammers? You know about that and you just don't give a, you don't care? Really? All right, maybe he deserves some of the hate. and then we were like, oh well, like Golden Cell Juniors, right? That's not coming back. He's like, okay, well, again, I've always been of the opinion that Golden Cell Juniors can work, but they severely need to rework, and I'm glad that they're gone for now. I hope when they do come back inevitably that it's a lot nicer. I do agree with you though. Like, I think that kind of placing all of the blame on Toshi is like, if you want to put some of it on him, that's entirely fine. Obviously there's like how you said, there's Ken, and then there's like all I'm gonna say is that like the second Ken joined is when some of this stuff started happening as well, right? But hold on, it was all I'm saying is a little bit of a coincidence. It's a little bit of but again, besides the point, it's not it's like how you said, it's genuinely not just one person. He is the face of Gekishin Squadra, but he's not the like deciding factor in everything. Obviously there's a financials department. They're having to talk to big Bandai about everything, and if you want to put some of the blame on him, I'm sure some of these ideas could have been his. I'm sure that he had at least some say in it. I just don't think it's his way, or there is no way. That's how I kind of feel about it, right? So let's go ahead and look at the quotes though, because there was one that I thought was pretty funny.
Remember, blame people like Lobo and other whales for this predator type of gacha now. And again, we're like, we're looking at like a bad decision, and then we're like just pointing the blame on like whoever you just don't like. I feel like oh shit, dude, the Gekishin Squadra meta is awful. Fuck Toshi, dude, I hate that guy. like I don't know, I feel like some of this is a little bit unwarranted, because the people who have been talking and like summoning on this stuff have gone out of their way to tell you not to summon. They are summoning, like, of course, and I if you want to say that's hypocritical, that's entirely fine, but they're going out of their way. Like, literally the bottom thumbnail is do not summon for the Xenoverse collab. It's a scam. Did he summon for it? Of course, he's a content creator. He has to make the next 2 videos talking about the skins and using the skins, but immediately after is a rant, what I'm assuming is talking about how this is a bullshit thing, right? That just because a person is like doing this as their job, and they're having it where like they most likely got a decent amount of money back from doing this. Maybe not. I guess it really just depends on like ad revenue and stuff like that, but more often than not, them summoning on this is like enough to pay for, because of the video of people watching it, right? So in that regard, I can kind of let it slide, because I think they said that it was either Lobo or Annie, for example, had to spend like $200-300 in order to get all of the skins and all of the animations, right? I can guarantee that all 3 of these videos most likely paid more than $200-300 bucks. Like that's just how I see it, right? But I like I said, I think that like just pointing a finger at them and being like, it's their fault, they did it, that damn Lobo, man, I hate him. He fucked us all over. It was his decision to keep the skins in the game. I guarantee it wasn't. Like, he is one person and one cog in this machine, if you will. And he obviously also doesn't have any say in what happens at the end of the day. And I don't think $300 is what's gonna keep the lights on in Gekishin Squadra warehouse, right?
Yeah.
But like I said, if you want to blame the people who actually have a say, that's fine. But yeah, that's kind of how I think about it. What about you?
I mean, you basically nail all my thoughts at once. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's just nothing to gain out of blaming content creators for making content on the game that's literally paying them.
Like, I see,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, like for Dokkan, for example, I see people kind of criticize like Nano for making that video talking about how Dokkan has had its ups and downs, and he criticizes the game, and then people are like, well, then there was like one comment that I think I remember hearing where it was like, why is Nano criticizing this when he's like making so many videos on it and like gassing it up so often? And it's like, you can have criticisms for the game despite it being like one of the biggest reasons why the bills are paid, and why you like kind of defend some of the actions, right? Like, you can be upset about some of the stuff even if you also are like defending it a little bit because it helps you out in a way, right? Like I'm kind of that way where I'm just like, I'll defend some of this stuff if it's worth defending, but I'm also nothing without Gekishin Squadra, so
it pays the bills, it keeps the lights on.
Exactly. It keeps my lights on, bro. It keeps I'm genuinely appalled.
If anything, it hurts me.
Yeah, I would say that too. I'm genuinely appalled that people are even defending this. I can't even say how much is Squadra paying you to say this, because the creator program doesn't do anything. Funnily enough, I've seen people say like, oh, they like the creator program gotta be like tying your arm behind your back. I'm in the creator program. I talk a lot about criticism of this game all the time. There's nothing stopping you from doing it. In fact, one of the like rules and like conditions of the Gekishin Squadra Creator Program, which I've shown before, is that the game or like the goal of the creator program is to like grow with you, and that's the reason why like they want you to criticize stuff like that and give them suggestions. It's why we have it where if we want to, we can like I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like, we don't have like, oh yeah, I can talk to Toshi whenever I want. But like, if I want to send a message of like criticism to like customer support, I guess you could say, or not customer support, but like support, I could, and I have done that in the past, right? But it's funny because a lot of the people who also defend Squadra in this decision aren't even a part of the creator program. Annie, I know for a fact, isn't a part of the program. I don't believe Lobo is. I'm like 99% positive he isn't. Abe, I also don't think is part of the creator program either. Like, a lot of the biggest creators who probably should be in the program they're not even a part of it. So if they're defending it, they're just doing it out of their own free will. Yeah. So that's something to think about. Because like,
it's just like a very odd thing to defend, though. I can't lie.
Yes. We also have Minato. Wait, no, wait. We have to check this because there's the other Minato quote. I don't know why I didn't show the quotes right here. Here we go. I can assure you that most people who spent money on the limited time Xenoverse 2 skins, not guaranteed to ever return by the way, will not do nearly the same for these skins that existed since the 2024 beta. Same banner, very different circumstances.
Yep.
I would also agree too that these people, like, the Xenoverse 2 skins, like I said, are somewhat of an exception because one, they're collaboration skins, so I wouldn't be surprised if they were also pressured to like try to earn more money because of that and try to you know, take up as much money as possible, and summons were like the easiest way to do that. But on top of that, they also have, again, I feel like more time and effort put into the skins and animations than usual. Like, we have, again, the aura around Vegeta, which is really, really nice, and just the skin overall is really nice quality, and the animations are also really cool too. Yeah. So to have it where it's like it goes from that to, again, project multi skins is very stupid. Yeah. So I do think that there probably will be less people summoning on this easily. Like, I'm not summoning on it. I'm completely skipping it. Unlike how I did before, where I'm going to be using like the spare golden capsules to try and get some stuff. I am just completely and utterly just skipping it no matter what. I will not record like a video on it at all.
I totally get that, but unfortunately, despite all my fury and rage, I again have been waiting for these skins for 10 months, so I'm just gonna throw what I end up scrounging up, but I definitely will not be spending money on it.
Yeah, like
I initially intended to.
Like, if they made it where those animations were just summonable, I guarantee they probably would have earned more money than this bullshit.
You know how hilarious it would have been seeing Piccolo in his regular fit driving that car?
Yeah, that's true.
The potential was there.
That would definitely be pretty.
Or even Yardrat Goku in the car. Oh my god. Oh my god, Santa Goku. Wait, I always forget about Santa Goku. That would have been actually hilarious.
There's a little chance that they didn't plan multiple of these summonable skin drops in advance anyways. I also think that, like, it's kind of like how it was with the characters. We complained, and it's something that we've seen a lot of time with these Bandai games. Dokkan, for example, we complained a lot about how red zones and all of these like newer content were just things that were time limited. I think that overall, depending on the content, it can be time limited. I think that there has already been time limited content before that, but then they started making basically every single thing time limited in terms of like red zones and supreme magnificent battles and things like that. And they weren't able to change that until most recently. And even then, we still are missing out on some of the stuff, like the Jiren fight, for example. We just still don't have that back. So they can't just fix these things overnight, unfortunately. We weren't able to see character role locks being removed, and they said that they're most likely not going to be able to, well, no, not that they're most likely, they will not be able to until the first batch of characters is completely done. Then they could like just drop that rule entirely of characters being role locked. So that was something that we know that they just can't change. I wouldn't be surprised if it's also something with the summons, where it's like they already had, let's say, 3 or 4 banners where summonable skins were a thing, and until all of these skins are done, then they can finally like take and like adjust the criticism. And for all we know, they might already be doing that. Maybe they'll add pity to the banner. Maybe they'll add it where these characters are 1% chances. Maybe they'll make it where like the capsule rates are better than the regular, because of the fact that it's 4 multis that you have to do, and then you get the last one for free. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they could try to like meet us in the middle. We just don't know. And as per always, it's not necessarily our fault. It's kind of theirs for just not talking about that in the Squadra talk. If they want, if they have that entire thing where they could give us as much information as possible, and they just straight up don't. So that's something that I guess this is all looping back to fuck Squadra talk, by the way. Worst Squadra talk ever, bro.
Yeah, I've been very back and forth on my ideas of the idea of hiding 2 of the characters. But like the rug pull is what does it the most for me. The fact that they literally dead giveaway. We all knew it was Beerus the second that image came out, like the microsecond it came out.
Yeah, and
then we get blasted with the news that we're not going to see the other 2 characters, which is what people were actually speculating about.
Yeah, like I just straight up didn't make a video. I just messaged Benatos and I was like, hey, I could join you if you want me to for the Beerus video, because I'm not making a video on Beerus. I'm not gonna sit down and like make a 20-minute video discussing what the hint can mean when it's just Beerus, and what this can mean when it like there's no workaround, there's no leeway, there's no nothing. It's just Beerus. I saw some people saying like, Trio de Danger, and bro, no, it's Beerus.
Yeah, okay, man. But yeah, even to some extent, I get it with like maybe not doing all the character information, because again, the creators are going to get the information like immediately after. You could at least do a mention like look out for videos or tweets from our Squadra creators to find more information about the character. Like you could at least just say that, if you ask me. Or you can do what Legends literally does. You can put some of the information in the Squadra talk, and then Legends will upload the entire kit for the main premium characters on the website hours before the banners come out.
Yeah.
Like basically as soon as the reveals are done, they'll be up on the website for you to go ahead and read the entire kit.
Yeah, I talked about it with like Benatos too, that I didn't like that even with them giving it to the creators, we don't get it until like an hour or 2 after the Squadra talk ends. So we're literally just like twiddling our thumbs when they could just either have it where they give it to us ahead of time and we like it. Well, actually not ahead of time, because then we wouldn't be able to like react to the characters, of course. But if they wanted to, they could give it to us literally like the second that Squadra talk ends, so that way we could start talking about it or anything like that. But they just don't. So fuck Lobo. it's always him, dude. It's every single fuck that guy. Like it's true. Also using infamous Whale Lobo as a figurehead for blame, as if they or any other content creator has anything positive to say about this shit, is interesting. It happens every time.
Yeah.
Lobo the Bozo deserved to take a few L's, but agree. Dude, that's okay. Why is this a writing fire? Holy shit.
Like Lobo's actually just getting jumped this entire video. Like Lobo B-plot.
So true. Loki, if you wail or for a Vegeta reskin, that's on you. Not gonna lie, Toshi found his marks. Yeah. Wait, Vegeta skin? Oh, I thought it was the Goku and Piccolo skin that was like right there. No, it's the Vegeta one. Like I said, I still think that we can't really call this a Vegeta reskin when it's like I said, it's got the aura, it's got the animations that look pretty well. Like it's not just the one thing, but yeah. I'm in genuine disbelief that people actually spent money on that Xenoverse 2 collab. Rip ever being able to get skins in the game, I guess. Hope Purple Vegeta was worth it.
Yeah, I think
we know
that's
that
just a bit of
this is like just not true though. Like we know that it's just these that will not be. Like they showed off other skins. They showed off the Broly skin where he was wearing the Paragus outfit. I think it was the Paragus outfit, right?
Yeah, Broly's in the Paragus outfit. There's the Kid Buu Rage skin, which I imagine is just the Battle Pass skin. What else was there? I'm blanking on the leftmost skin. I'm actually blanking on who that was. I
also don't remember which one it was either.
But yeah, it's like the Paragus and King Vegeta outfits for SS1 Vegeta and Broly.
Right. That doesn't mean like every single skin is going to be summonable, by the way, though, because it specifies that this one is specifically summonable because it says capsule. The other ones don't say capsule. The other ones will just be able to be acquired with gems.
And then also do not forget that the entire, like the rest of the Sparking Black skin line is coming out, and those are all completely free to purchase. Well, if you consider EX tokens free, which I mean, they are, you'll eventually get enough EX tokens completely free to just go ahead and buy one.
Yeah. We also have this other tweet from Minato. Seeing some confusion. These skins were summonable only back in the project multi-beta, but that doesn't mean that they should solely be. The new system works fine with me if the skin was available in either pity or purchasable separately. That would also be fine with me too. Emote plus skin slash EX skin rates are 1%. I think that if the pity isn't like generous though, like I'm gonna go as far to say like I would want you to get one of the two skins like every I'm just gonna like throw out a number. I'll say like 5,000 gems.
So yeah, I was thinking like 100 pulls or less personally.
I mean, it could be that as well. Like I also wouldn't mind if, well,
because 100 would be what? Again, so 6. Then let's assume that the free pulls would count. I'm not gonna do that math in my head right now because it's kind of late over here. But I'm just throwing out like a number. Like if it was any higher than 100, I'd genuinely have a problem with it. Like even just 100, I'd probably be iffy about. But I gotta be a little realistic.
Let me just do something real quick. 350 divided by 6. That's 58.33. Let's just say that that's obviously done 100 times. That's 5,833 gems, not including if they do free gems or free summons. So like how I was saying, like 5,000-ish gems. If they had it where it was 5,000 gems, I think that would be fine. I don't know what that would like be overall, but if it was something like that, that would be fine. If it's more than 5,000 gems, then I would need it to be pity plus 1%, in my opinion. For this other stuff, because if we're making it where it's like you're just hitting pity or you're just like praying, I wouldn't want it to be like an absurd amount of pity. Like I guess like Dokkan or Legends, for example. Like I feel like it should be more generous than both of those. But that's just me. But yeah,
they're like makes me want to boom myself.
We have seen these skins in the past be summonable during Project Multi, but you wanna hear something funny, guys? Hold on. You want to hear something like this?
Oh, what's the funny thing, Mike?
It's higher rates.
Wow, and everything has equal rates in these.
Yeah. That being said, obviously they have since been more generous in other aspects. Obviously, helpers are not summonable anymore. They are just ones you either get through missions if you, well, can't get them anymore, or they're inside of the season pass. So in that aspect, they have been better. And I think that helpers being part of like the season pass or just being part of missions is so much more, I guess the easiest way to say this is deserved than skins, specifically because helpers actually matter in the game. So if like a new helper drops, and let's say that the helper is like Tao is summonable here. If Tao was summonable and the only way you'd be able to use him is if you had summons, every single tank that you might be wanting to play, like Cell or this or any of those characters, would be directly tied to you summoning for them. So in that regard, I'm happy that they did make it where like some of these summons were changed to eventually take out skins and take out helpers. And I will at least give kudos to that part, because obviously not every single skin is summonable anymore, and obviously not every no helper is summonable at all anymore, because I'd be so pissed if I had to summon for Tao for like however many capsules it would take,
I mean,
just to be able to use them.
Well, to be fair, like the rates here, like for Tao and all of them, like this is like these are still functioning as skins. Like if you were to go down the rates for the actual helpers are a lot better, like the general ones. But it's like, yeah, I totally get it. If I had to pull for helpers,
these are just the skins for them.
Well, yeah, because this is how they this is how I've known that like these are gonna be the first 6 that we get for the A rank rewards. But I'm pretty sure if you scroll down this list enough, and I'm pretty sure they're also just in like the regular capsules.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Don't quote me on that. It's been a long time. Be able
to know. Yeah, it's been a long time since Project Multi.
Yeah.
Wait, no, because there's Farmer right there. Yeah. Dude, that like summon animation took a long ass time to throw, bro. Jesus.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, but they were rare. So you were like super. It was super often that you would be able to get them. Okay.
Yeah, like the general helpers had fine rates. Like it was just the skin ones. Which again, this is why I knew like we knew what the first 6 legendary helpers are, which is honestly pretty excited for season 7 to see who we're getting for that one, because it's completely new.
No, we already know. They put it inside of the Squadra talk
for season 7.
Oh, season 7. My bad.
Yeah, I know. It was Tapion. Tapion was the last one.
Yeah. But either way, they had they at least changed it to make it where it was more. What's like the word? It was more fair, I guess, than before.
Yeah.
But now we gotta look at the other tweets. Now we have to look at like Annie's tweets. I will defend summonable skins to an extent, because I do think that Xenoverse ones are by far the highest quality. The problem was the rates, but making these skins from the beta summonable only when they're literally just a shirt on Goku takes balls. And I also agree with this, because like,
yeah,
again, we have known about this skin and have been kind of waiting for the skin to drop since literally the Project Multi days. So I don't know. I gotta sit back on this one, and I can't really defend it. Like, this game has to make money. Skins are cosmetic only. Increase the rates and add pity, and I genuinely do not care. The God of Vegeta skin is insane quality compared to everything else, but these are literally joke skins that probably made in a day. I will agree on the God of Vegeta one, but I feel like a lot of people don't also talk about the Xenoverse Trunks skin. And that one I also think was something that is like super easy to have made, right? Like, if you'd asked me as someone who didn't play Gekishin Squadra, if I thought those 2 skins were the same rarity, there's no way that you would be able to guess that the Trunks and Vegeta one were the same. Yeah.
Have you considered pulling for my skin?
No, Xeno Trunks. I don't want the 0.25%
0.25% rates.
Uh, I think the only way you could feasibly defend gacha skins, even if the rates were better, is if they add a pity system for them, and even then, that's a big stretch. It's cosmetics only, and they're dropping 5 skins that are direct purchase and like 4 free ones. I want the game to live and will spending money for the skins hurts literally no one. But I've said like a dozen times, 0.25% rates and no pity is genuinely insulting. Now, here's where I gotta like step in, and I gotta be like, nope, sorry, I don't agree. I gotta like put my hat in the ring, if you will, because the thing is, right, the game needing more money is entirely understandable, and like I get that they have to find some more avenue in order to get revenue, right? But the casual players, like how you were, Taco, are coming over and wanting to summon on the Xenoverse skins, or not summon on the Xenoverse skins. They want to get the Xenoverse skins and they want to be able to purchase them, right? And then the thing is that like you are going to be pushing people away more often, the casual player base, by making it where it's like non-collaboration skins or even just skins in general are summons, because no one is going to want to have it where it's like, oh, I have to spend all of this money and hope that I can get the skin. They would want to just hop on and just be able to pay the like one singular price, just so that way they could test out the skin and probably hop off after like a week or two. So genuinely, what all I think this does is hurt the core audience and makes it where it's like the people who are sticking around, who aren't the ones who are summoning on like the Xenoverse skins and would want to purchase something like the Hawaiian shirt Goku and is it Post Boy Piccolo? Is that what it says on his shirt?
Yeah. Piccolo.
Yeah, like those skins, who are people who again have been literally around since Project Multi and are wanting to spend money in order to get the skin. All you're literally doing is hurting those people. You're not getting the casual audience anymore, because they only are going to want to be getting the Xenoverse skins again and then just immediately hopping off. And the people who are like just playing every single season, like myself and like some others who want to support Gekishin Squadra, but also want to feel like we are being respected as a customer, it doesn't feel like that. We like it feels like they're like, how can we get so much more money for like just losing all of our goodwill, every single bit of it? Well, it's only cosmetics, it doesn't change the game. That's the bare fucking minimum. Like that is the bare minimum in a MOBA game. I'm sorry to say that. And even if you want to be like, well, they're at least not making it where the characters are summonable in order to make it where like and like affecting us in that way. I can't think of a single MOBA that has it where you have to summon for characters. It would be the biggest like shoot in the foot possible to get out of that path and immediately try to find a new way to scam your customers. Like that is the fucking bare, that is the floor, if you will. If they dig any deeper than that, then they're fucking themselves over. Like, because all they're doing is fucking us over.
Yeah.
And again, I would be entirely fine if some of the skins were summonable, if they want to make it where the infinite versions are summonable every now and then for something like this. That would be fine. I would be okay with that. You still have the intros, you still have the infinite skins that you could put onto the banner, you still have other things that you can make that are summonable that are completely fine. But we're talking about skins that have been in since day one are now being summonable. Like,
Yep.
It's just so fucking frustrating, man. saying summonable skins are fine while having to spend basically $500 for one is crazy.
I do want to throw out one take. Like, I've always had, like, in my head, I think that I don't like summoning for skins in this way, but if like existing shop skins were just had like a really low rate in special gacha pulls and you just happen to get one every once in a while, I think that'd be really cool, actually.
Yeah. And again, like,
but that's it.
If they truly are having it where it's like, oh well, we gotta get money somehow, then just increase the price. Increase the price on some of these skins. I would be fine with it. I don't want to make it where it's oh, you have to spend 500 or you get nothing. Haha. Well, like, fuck me, I guess. Whatever. I don't know about that. I get they need to make money, but they already make a decent chunk from people spending thousands for emotes anyway, with no guarantees for what they want. Skins should never be summonable only because eventually they will sell what if characters as summons. Yeah, what if Gogeta was wearing Vegeto's outfit?
That might be a good point, actually. But that might fall into like the Xenoverse argument to an extent, where it's like, if we get like a really high effort like what if skin, then I can like get why they'd want you to spend a lot of money for that.
Yeah.
Again, getting it and defending it are two different things. I just want to make that clear.
Right. To an extent, and people spend hundreds of dollars not getting any skin. The greatest part is I pulled every animation with 0.2% rates separately multiple times and got only the Vegeta skin in like 30 multis. Yeah, like it's just a common story because of the rates being so horrible. It's the worst rates that we've seen for like any Bandai mobile game. But that's so the thing. Bad. You didn't push back against the Xeno skins, and then they're the envelope even. No, they're the envelope. I don't know. Even further now. That's why people call them out for dumb practices when it happens, but there's always a few that defend the corporation. I mean, like, okay. I don't want to, hold on, let me pull it up. Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, Annie didn't push back enough and yada, yada, yada. Right. Cause I think like it's the same thing of Lobo's scenario, right? Where one, the summon itself is telling people do not summon. Sure, this is me summoning, and again, if you want to call that hypocritical, that's entirely fine. I think that it does have some legs to stand on if you want to say something like that. But they're telling you not to summon. Then when they actually showcase the skin, they're saying it's not worth it. It's still a scam. And even after that, it was like they showed off the infinite skin, and they're saying even more that it's not worth it. So they're
Yay!
Okay, maybe that one didn't have any pushback.
but 100% real skip.
Yeah. And again, if we're looking at it like this, this, no matter what you want to say, they're making a lot of money from being able to summon on these, or putting the time and effort in summoning on this. So like it's just their job. They kind of have to summon on this if they want to not only grow their channel, but if they also want to make money from making the video in general. Because we have 10k views right here. We have it where it's 10k views on making a fake skin video. We have 10k views basically on doing the actual skin video. And we go over to the next one and it's 8k views. We go into the next one, it's 7k views. You add up all of those amounts of views all collectively, and like, hold on, let me just double check something real quick. All right, so I just looked up the analytics on the side real quick, and this video that we were talking about, like we need to talk about the Gekishin Squadra Greed with the Xenoverse 2 collab. And remember, this is a video that has like an average watch time of like 5-ish minutes. And on top of that, it only got like half as much as Annie's video. So it only has 5K views compared to something like theirs. My video, when I made something like that, got, it was $25. All right, I accidentally put the analytics on the screen, but I just like kind of closed it out. But yeah, this one did 25. And remember, this is a 60-minute video. We go ahead and look at the summons, which was a 30-minute video, and that was 11K views. We have it where the super villain Vegeta one was 37 minutes, and that got 10K. 51 minutes, and that's 9K. They make the videos long, so people who are sticking around and watching the entire thing are obviously going to have more ads hit, and they're going to be giving Annie more money. So I would say, if I had to give like a guesstimate, these videos by themselves probably earn anywhere between like 40-ish to like $100-ish, I would say, if I had to give just an estimate. What they actually make is a whole bunch of different factors. Again, it's average watch time, it's your CPM, and depending on how much like money per ad you're going to get. And it because Annie is a person who obviously isn't talking at all, they could have a higher CPM because there's obviously not going to be anything like cursing or anything, so it's going to be more ad friendly in that regard. So they could earn much higher than myself, for example. But that would just be like a ballpark sort of thing, right? So them doing this video, let's just say that every single video is like $50. So that's 50, 100, 150, 200, 250. Like, they're earning a decent amount of money from these videos. They're growing their channel. They're being able to push out videos that aren't obviously talking about these skins on their other videos. So it's all of that stuff combined that makes it where it's like, I'm not going to criticize them for actually summoning on this stuff, because it makes them money. That doesn't even talk about like you getting like a tax cut from putting this as your job on top of it as well, and things like that, right? It's the reason why The Truth, for example, is able to put literally like thousands of dollars into Dokkan and is able to do that so consistently, because sure, he's getting a whole bunch of donations and a whole bunch of money from videos, but on top of that, it's also that he's getting a tax cut from that stuff and is getting a portion of those in-game like purchases back. It's just how it is, right?
Yes.
And then we have one of the quote tweets that I just also wanted to read here. I think we read most of this. Yeah, that is also what I said. We could just go ahead and look at this last quote tweet though. No skin should be summonable ever. They still make money by selling them in the shop. The greed is coming for the game, and they don't care if the rates are awful. It will only get worse. Then we have Annie, who said, then you simply don't want the game to live. The game lives from the gacha. Skins are literally cosmetics. They're dropping multiple skins you can directly buy. 2 gacha skins does nothing to the general player base. Again, I just can't personally agree. Like, that is entirely fine for them to need more money and to find money in other avenues if they want to make it where something like the infinite skins are summonable, if they want to do it where it's like maybe the helper skins are, actually, I don't know. I feel like it's small enough that I would also be fine with it if they made it where like the helper skins were something you had to purchase, and then maybe where it was like just like 200 gems or something like that, to have it where like things like that were introduced, rather than making it where it's like season rewards, or having it where it's like if you didn't pick up the skins during the season and got them for free, then you have to purchase them for like 200 gems. That would also be another fine thing, and I think would be both beneficial to not only the company but also beneficial to people who didn't pick up the skin when they dropped. There's more, again, just places that they could try to find money that didn't need to involve something as scummy as this. It's like, it drives myself away. Where like I don't want to like just summon on things like that at all. Like I just get disgusted from it personally. And hey, if the game needs summonable skins to live, sorry, buddy, but the game should die. That's what I think. I did. If that's the only way, if the only way Gekishin Squadra can live is by having it where skins are summonable and they have 0.25% rates, and they specifically need these gacha skins to be like all of these cosmetics to have it purely where it's summonable, then goodbye bye. Like I don't know what else to say. That's just how I feel. I fucking hate summonable skins. It's the worst thing ever. We already have summonable animations as is.
Yeah, and I will say I already mentioned before, like I had the take where it's like, if we could buy these skins separately, but just there's just like a small percentage of the gacha rate where you just have a tiny chance of pulling a free skin here and there. I think that'd be cool for free to plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like I know the game. I know that it's a free game. I know that this is how they make their money. And to an extent, I also do agree that it is still just cosmetic, and it's not gonna like murder the game. But saying it does nothing is a bit. I mean, if it did nothing, we wouldn't all be collectively infuriated about it.
No. It does nothing. It does nothing, Taco. You're just a little chud. That's what I think.
Okay. I'll shut up then.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Those two gacha skins plus Xenoverse 2 collab are just the start of them to make things worse. Look at Legends selling sleeves and backgrounds, and all banners are now 1kcc. Do you genuinely believe that Gekishin will die if they don't put summonable skins? Animation's not enough? They're clearly not enough, otherwise they won't be doing it. Again, they're dropping 5 skins for direct purchase, and Aloha Goku won't kill anyone. The collab was shit, but if whales spend money and keep the game alive, I'm happy. It's just cosmetics at the end of the day. They need to make the rates 0.75% or 1% though. That's absolutely bullshit. No pity, and 0.25% is a crime against humanity. They won't change the rates because they know you'll be paying like crazy to try to get it twice. This not that it wasn't enough to keep it alive. It's their greed showing as usual. Trust, it would only get worse from here. Heroes will cost 500 to get and 1k for their caps.
Yeah.
Like I said, I would be okay if they did, if skins were not summonable anymore. You could just pick them up, but like the skins were 500 gems, and then like the actual characters themselves, if you wanted to purchase them, were also 500 gems. Is it a higher or like a high price? I think for sure, but if we're talking about skins and cosmetics in other games, I think that it's still lower than what those other games are. Like, trying to think. There's, well, I guess those are like more bundles, but I was gonna say like games like Marvel Rivals and Fortnite and all that stuff. They always have it where it's like $10+ and $20 if you're getting skins, but it's usually because it comes with like, you know, other things included inside of it. But that doesn't mean that they also can't do things like that as well. Obviously, if they made things like that where it's like, oh, you pay $20, you get the new character, the new skin, the new summon animation, and all that stuff, I bet people would be fucking praising Gekishin Squadra till the day they die. But yeah, we're in gacha hell, unfortunately. Give them an inch on bad practices will encourage them to take an entire mile. And it's funny because I complained so much to Monados, right? I was in their DMs and I was like putting my foot down on this shit, dude. I said I am not going to be summoning on the stuff, and I gave Monados a little bit of leeway, and I was like, you know what? I'll buy the new characters, like to have it where it's like that. But if they do this practice again, I'm not going to support it, right? And because like, hold on, I have it where it's that post. If you guys haven't already seen it, but I was like, yeah, the TLDR as I will not continue summoning on skin banners, but we'll still get new characters and summons for animations occasionally. And this was before the Squadra talk and all that stuff happened. I wanted to make sure, because like if for example Gogeta dropped and then I was like, dude, hold on, I want to play Gogeta, I didn't want something like that to happen, where it was like it only makes it seem like I'm doing this because a character I like was going to drop, right? Obviously this was before we knew it was Beerus, and I think that it would have been a lot easier to just not summon on anything at all if I knew it was like that. But I was telling Manatos about this, and they were saying like, oh, it's like the potential man of like stuff where it's like, oh well, this could happen. This is a bad practice for this one, but who knows if this will get worse. And it's like, oh, it got worse. It got worse because now we have it where those skins are also summonable too, when it's non-collaboration skins, when it's skins that have been ready and available since day one of the game. So yeah, fuck you too, Manatos. This is a call out post for Manatos Flash. Fuck you.
I don't know, because I was DMing somebody.
No, you're good. But yeah, I do genuinely think it is though, like a case of if you give them an inch, they'll take a mile, for sure, because they're already doing it right now. The inch has been taken with the Xenoverse skins. Now it's the mile.
Well, to be fair, again, it could also be just that these games plan out these things months and months in advance.
Oh, so they definitely did.
We might just. I feel like they gave a mile, and now we need to hope that they figure things out by mile 2.
Yeah.
Which, because they already did that for character and like characters and role locking them, so we need to ride out the mile and hope the second one is better.
Yeah. And this was also like a comment that I saw not only again from myself, but also just a lot of people inside of the Gekishin Squadra server. Not every player wails on every possible cosmetic. I was so willing to drop $10 for Supervillain Vegeta, but I couldn't. It makes it rather unattractive to spend money on the game at all. And it's true. It's like a bad taste in your mouth, where it's like, sure, I want to give money and I want to support the game, but at the same time, the game is it's toxic. It's being absurdly just greedy for no reason. Well, I guess there is a reason. It's because they want money. But
hello, I like money.
Yeah. Like, okay, like other than my idea, I guess you could say, Taco, of having the infinite skins, what would you have rather wanted? I guess if you were to suggest another way for them to get money that wasn't being summonable skins, what would you say that would be like something you'd be okay with, like spending money on?
That is a good question, honestly, because the funny thing is about that infinite take is like, I've always viewed the infinite skins as both a nicer version of the skin, for one, and second, the free-to-play option at the same time. Because like all the regular versions of these skins are the paid ones. You have to pay for them. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess technically excluding the Xenoverse skins, you could totally get those completely free to play if you luck out.
Yeah.
But how would I do that? I never really thought about that. Like, I think if you could buy the skin separately and still had to pay for like and you still had to pull for the tie-in like intro or like whatever cosmetic, I feel like that would soften the blow a bit. People are obviously still not like that you're getting an incomplete product, especially if, I mean, granted, why are you pulling on the banner for the emote if you don't have the skin that you would be using it with anyway? But I think that would make things better, because then they'd probably be more comfortable like putting the emotes at a good rate, because you already paid for the skin in advance. Because like, you'll have the skin no matter what, but in order to get the cool cosmetic that's exclusive to the skin, you have to pull for that like you would any other cosmetic. I feel like that would be a little bit better.
I also think that's fine too. Like, I'm not a big fan of having it where some of these animations are specifically locked to you using the skins in general. Because I think that, like, again, how you said, if we're something like Christmas Hat Goku, who's trying to drive and he's like the worst driver ever, like that would be funny as hell. If it's Xeno Trunks and Tapion's outfit, or sorry, not Xeno Trunks, just Trunks in general with Tapion's outfit doing like the sword slash, like I think that would be awesome. I think that would be completely fine. It's not something that it needs to be tied in with the skin to like make sense, you know. And at the end of the day, it shouldn't even. It's not like something it needs to make sense anyways. I'm not sure someone's going like, oh my god, why is Goku hopping out of the Namek pod when he's wearing the Christmas outfit? This game fucking sucks. Like, no one's going out of their way to say shit like that. So why have it or like honestly, these things are like this?
Now that I think about it, that also introduces like an interesting choice you could make. My idea is if you don't pull for like the cosmetic, right, but you just buy the skin, that would also mean that you're not forced to use that skin's cosmetic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like imagine God, like Ultra Super Villain God Vegeta, but you could use his original finisher instead. I wouldn't use his original intro, but you could.
Right.
Like again, we'd have like Aloha Goku pulling up in like the Namek ship or something, which you could in Project Multi. Just saying.
Right. I will also say, and I probably should have said this earlier. Well, actually, no, I'm just gonna put it as a comment as well. But I'm gonna like say all this on top of it here if anyone is still watching. But I also like, I'm obviously like really good friends with Minatos. So when I'm saying like, oh, everyone attack Minatos, like I'm just joking about that. But also in Annie's case, I also don't want anyone to send hate to Annie. And despite us having clear differences on things like, well, this topic, I genuinely mean no hate. Like I'm just talking about and kind of discussing this at the end of the day. And I don't think that like, oh, Annie's a horrible person. I think we should all like get our pitchforks and go attack them. Like, no, I think that just because we might have different opinions on this does not mean you should attack them. And I don't want anyone to attack Annie for having this opinion at all. I still think that like at the end of the day, I do think that one, it's just Gekishin Squadra. It's not that serious. And two, they do have a point. It's just cosmetics. Whether or not that you get them or not is not going to affect gameplay at all, other than what obviously skin you see. Like it's not going to make the character better or worse though, which is fine. Or not, I guess not. Well, it's like, again, the bare minimum, but still, it's still a point that you can make for sure. Do you have any other like final remarks before we go ahead and close out the video?
Gekishin, I would like both of these skins inserted into my account for all the fury and rage that you filled me with the other day. That'd be really nice of you and awesome sauce.
Where's the thing that wait, hold on, is it right here?
Even if I am really annoyed with the decision.
Yeah, actually, Gekishin Squadra, if you're also listening, I will take a crisp meal at Taco Bell in order to defend you for the rest of my life, bro. There is a set value that I will be paid in order to defend you, and it is $10.
I'd do it for a Baja Blast ice cube. Like literally an ice cube from a Baja Blast.
I'll do it for a build your own meal at Taco Bell. Specifically with the cheese quesadilla, add-in steak, the crunchy taco, nachos and cheese, and then the Pepsi Zero Sugar. Thank you very much.
Wait, is it actually cheaper to add in the steak on a cheese than to just get the steak?
It is. It's like $8 and then you get the extra taco.
I'm taking notes.
See, now we can start talking about the real shit. Guys, what's your favorite thing to get at Taco Bell?
I'm gonna take a quesadilla combo.
That's real as fuck. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of Taco Bell down in the comments below. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Bye bye, everybody.